Hi, everyone. How are you? Happy Wednesday. It is Jewelry Party Wednesday, and I am very excited because I have the trays loaded up here. So it is going to be a fun night to sit back and relax, enjoy yourself, and take a look at some gorgeous sparkles. So if it is the first time you are joining us, welcome. I'm Veronica Stout. I am the founder of Vintage Meet Modern Jewelry and Styling. Good evening, Jill. Good evening, Rhonda. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Anne. Oh man, I know that we are all happy to be here on a Wednesday. I know that many of us wish that we were getting to do other things right now, but the most important thing is that we can still come together, we can celebrate beautiful things, and we can have some fun while we're doing it too. So if you are just joining us, thank you very much. We are going to have a jewelry party. Yes, we are. I'm going to talk all about some awesome and amazing things that are going on here at Vintage Meet Modern, and hopefully you'll learn a little something along the way too. So I'll be featuring all of the pieces that have been featured in our latest collection. That was the Make a Memory collection. And I have one small favor to ask all of you tonight. You know, small businesses and women-owned businesses, if you could just go ahead and click like or share, we would really, really greatly appreciate it. We really do want to help women look and feel their best, as well as share the joy of jewelry together. So without further ado, let's talk about some exciting things that we have going on here at Vintage Meet Modern. I'm going to kick the night off right away by talking about the piece that I have on. And let's talk about why this particular piece is special. And also, let's talk a little bit, I'm going to just angle the camera just down a little bit so you can see my outfit a little bit better tonight. So it was a very rainy day here in Chicago. It rained literally all day long, and there's been no sun. Yesterday it was beautiful. Today it's a little chilly, so I'm back to wearing a sweater, but I'm wearing a very forgiving one. For those of you who have been doing our April List for Accessories challenge, you might remember I wore this the very first day of the challenge. So I love reminding people how easy it is to pick classic clothing and change the look of it over and over again with great accessories. And so that's exactly what I'm doing tonight. So I'm starting off the evening with this gorgeous capri brooch. And for those of you who don't know, recently we did a Learn About Jewelry and Learn About Books workshop. And if you look very closely here, dun, 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 you might just recognize the brooch that I have on is also the brooch in one of the books that I talk about. So for those of you who are new to collecting vintage jewelry, or if you don't really know much about it, it is actually very collectible. It's very similar to like coin collecting. There's lots of information as to why the designers are special. And this is just one of those fun pieces that I'm kicking off with you this evening to show you that it really truly is a book piece. So when you head over to the website and use things like that and you see something in quotes or underlined saying it's a book piece, it's because the piece has some historical value that has been documented someplace, which adds to its collectability. But it also is a great way for us to learn about, because remember, many of these designers are out of production and their companies no longer exist. So we're going off of what we know, and we're preserving the history that goes along with some of these designers too. So this awesome piece is from Capri. As you can see, I really like it because it has a very elegant styling to it, but it's got a little bit of a nautical, and it can have a little bit of a playful side too. You know, for those of us who like more novelty style prints, and we like some of those more, I guess you could say, kind of cutesy, preppy, but girly at the same time. You know, Kate Spade does a lot of things with prints, things like that, bows, shells. So this is a fun one because you can really dress it up and you can keep it very classic and elegant. As you can see, it also has some pearlized shell details on the inside, also with the elegant gold tone. So this is the perfect one to be able to mix with your creams and your pastels, but this is real dynamic against your classic blacks and grays too. This is a perfect piece to wear year round. I also have it on with the large pearl earrings. These are the thermoset ones, and these are the ones that I always say, these are light as air. I mean, literally, for those of you who are new to wearing clip earrings, you won't even feel these on. They're so light. They have a pearlized finish with just a very hint of rhinestones in the center. As you can see, it does a very nice job of complementing and pulling out the same colors that you see in the pearlization of the shells that are part of the brooch. And this is another one that's a really easy one to be able to wear as a statement earring. As you can see, I just have on a big chunky cowl neck sweater today, nothing super fancy, and this really dresses up my look. But it's also really, really easy to be able to wear with other pearl and rhinestone jewelry because you've got the hint of it. So I love this brooch because there's a lot of different options that will go with it. I love the earrings because they're very lightweight, look great with your hair up too. So for those of you who like to wear your hair up, these are very pretty to be able to wear, and they really do feel like spring. So a very pretty pair of earrings, very lightweight. Love the brooch because the brooch is collectible, but if these earrings are not for you, don't worry. We've got a couple other really pretty ones to show you as well. So I spoke a little bit about that, but I want to talk about a few other pieces that also go very nicely with this brooch. So we also have a pair of pearl beaded earrings that have got the same pastel colors that you see in the brooch that are also a nice 1950s pair of clip-ons. So if these are a little too, I guess you could say, fun, a little bit bigger, a little bit brighter, not really quite your style, you like something that's a little more traditional, this is a nice take on the classic pearl with just a hint of pastel coloring to it. This is another one that's great because if you have dark hair, it's going to show up, as you can see in my hair, though my hair really needs to be colored very badly. I'll be very lucky and very happy when we can all go back to the salons. But I'm hoping that everybody is staying safe and also enjoying getting to be together as well. So these are the pearl cluster earrings with the bead. These are hand beaded, and they have the addition of some pastel colored crystals that have been wired around the larger pearl button. This is another great pair to be able to wear with this fun brooch, but it's also fun because you can wear this pair of earrings with classic pearl jewelry as well too. It also has a nice creamy undertone. So for those of you who like wearing pastels, this is the perfect pair of earrings to go with that. But again, for those of you who like neutrals, you can see Maxine is in the background. That's our model in the behind me. That has a lot of taupes and has a lot of tans in it. That's a boucle jacket that's just got some metallic thread running through it. These shades of pearls and that very warm ivory creamy tone are perfect to be able to wear with a jacket that are like that too. Thank you very much. So yes, we're a big fan of these, and these are also very lightweight. Nice statement style, but a very classic. Now, one more before I go ahead and I take this brooch off, and I'm going to show you another pair that I actually like to wear with this brooch. Again, playing off of the sort of pastel pearlescent sizes on it, we have got a very cool disc earring. It is a 1950s lucite that has been poured lacquer over a piece of lace. And I love it because for those of you who really love vintage jewelry for being authentic vintage jewelry, this is it. These disc earrings are everything that you love about the 1950s and the 1960s. And again, really great presence and workmanship. This is not your just typical earring that you just pick up at the cash wrap at the end. It's fun. It's got a little bit of glitter to it, but it has that feminine detail too. It reminds me a lot of the lace trimmed gloves that ladies used to wear in the 50s and the 60s. And again, this is another very flattering pair to be able to wear with both dark hair, light hair, silver. The peach would even be really pretty on a redhead. I know Ms. Leanne's here in the house. So we've got all kinds of beautiful pieces that you can wear with this brooch. It's just a really fabulous brooch. Plus it's a collectible too. Like I said, this one is from Capri, and there are at least 3 pairs of earrings that you can wear with it to really make the most of your look. So it's great. And I just wanted to let you know, for those of you who do follow us on Instagram, we actually did an interview not that long ago with a company called Gem Search. It's actually an app for searching vintage online. And I know many of us are doing more online shopping because we're home. They featured this is their pick, is their favorite piece from Vintage Meet Modern. So we're really honored because that database and that app literally has hundreds of thousands of vintage shops on it, but they decided to feature us and they featured these earrings. So if you don't pick them up, I think someone else will, but they do go really perfect with the capri brooch, and they do go really pretty with just your classic creams and pearls too. So all kinds of fun things. We've got the fun lucite. We showed off the little pearl buttons, got lots of gorgeous pieces. Okay, up next, I am going to talk about this very gorgeous piece that we have. So we've got a great bubble bead necklace in this very light green with the pearl blue, and this is a vintage Lisner piece. Now, I think a lot of times when we think of the classic double strand of bubble bead necklaces, we think a lot about the ones that are made in Hong Kong or Japan, or they're signed from West Germany. This one is an authentic American designer. So this one is from the Lisner company. It's from the 1950s, and it features very lovely blues and greens. Yes, thank you so much. We've got all kinds of lovely ladies here joining us. We've got Leanne is here, we've got Caitlin here, we've got Jill here, we've got so many people who are joining us for the first time, and all of you lovely ladies that are here all the time. So I'm very excited to see you all this evening. So this is the Lisner double beaded necklace, and I like this one for a lot of different reasons. For one thing, it does have very, very pretty colors that are all together. It's got the blues and the greens, and it's just got this very nice pastel, and it also lays really nice, as you can see. It's a double strand. And it lays graduated. The other thing is I'm always very honest about how that I like my necklaces at between an 18 and a 20 inch. And this one, because it has the J hook on it, has the ability to be able to be adjusted longer or shorter. This is a great piece because it goes with a lot of other pieces again. It does have the classics of having just a little bit of crystal in between them. And the other thing that I want you to know is these lucite beads that are in the center are hollow. So a lot of times we see the beaded necklaces and we see the full lucites or we see the moon glows. This one is neat because it has these little translucent beads that are actually put in the center of it. So let's see if we can take a closer look at this one. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you can take a closer look at it and see that this one's got this kind of unique detailing that is going on with it, that the beads are actually translucent, which is super fun because it's very different. And it's an example of how when we talk about these companies is we talk a lot about how that there were different times where certain trends became popular in the designer jewelry world, because remember at the time when these pieces were featured in the 50s and 60s, they were actually designer pieces. They weren't vintage yet. So some designers really had these unique takes on being able to make pieces that were unique with new materials. So if you take a closer look by looking at the screen, you do see that these green beads in between are hollow. They're like little bubbles, which is kind of cool. They're like little soap bubbles. It's also mixed in with some pearlized details. You can see there's some gold capped findings on the end of the green. And then there's these very soft, subtle blue. So this one is a very nice, unique piece. It feels a little bit beachy and a little bit springy at the same time. It's got that really light green grass, but it's also got that very pretty sky blue. So there's a lot of different ways that you would be able to wear this piece. And in addition to being able to wear it, it would also go very nice with grays, other shades of blues and greens. It's just a really fun piece. The other thing that I really do like about it is it's super lightweight. So a lot of times also when we work with clients or when we're collecting people, we do realize that many of you love wearing your jewelry all day. So having a piece that's comfortable and fits you well is also very important to us here at Vintage Meet Modern. So this is a perfect example of that. Now, there are some really great earrings that go with it also. We have got a very nice wired pair of earrings that feature a faux pearl, and then they also have got a green aurora borealis and a light blue. This is a really nice statement earring. This is not a pair of signed earrings, but they're an authentic pair of 1950s earrings, and as you can see, they go very lovely with the same color scheme that you're seeing here. So this would be a definite way to be able to pull this whole look together. The interesting thing is for those of you who are Mrs. Maisel fans, there was actually this really cute thing that was going around on the internet that was like a Mrs. Maisel bingo. And it was, one of the things was every time Rose wears an amazing outfit. And for those of you who are Mrs. Maisel fans, you know, like Rose is always impeccably dressed. And one of the things that I love to study about her with her jewelry is she really does have that ode to glamour and and elegance that was part of that 1950s culture and the fashion movement. It was very decadent to own all three pieces of a set. So frequently you do see that Rose has got the matching earrings, the matching necklace, and the matching brooch on all at the same time. And that's what I love about how you can do that with the set that I have on. So I've got these earrings on, I've got the necklace on. There's a couple of really pretty brooches that you could be able to put with this one too. There's a nice mid-century modern one in a silver tone that has got some silver capped leaves on it, and then it has got some light blue rhinestones that are on it all together. And this is another one that's really easy to be able to pin to your favorite sweater, your favorite cowl neck, and build like a nice little collection together. You can see how you can so easily pull out the blues and the greens that you're seeing in here with the silvers and the blues in the brooch. And for those of you who are silver lovers, this is a great one too. So I know many of you like the pieces that are from Coro in the traditional silver. I know many of you really enjoy the pieces from David Anderson. You like those mid-century modern and those Scandinavian designs. So this is a really nice one. This is not signed, but this is a lovely piece that we have from this week's collection that really pulls up on the blues and the greens together. There are so many lovely blue and green pieces. We also have got a piece from Emmons, so we had a really lovely Sarah Coventry brooch. There was another lovely lady on here who had just commented that she remembered going to Sarah Coventry parties with her mother back in the 50s and the 60s. And Emmons was another one that was very popular for home parties. And so this is another really great brooch, though, that I love being able to pull the whole look together. Now, doesn't this look gorgeous? You can't help but just feel absolutely decadent. And you know what? This is not overdressed to go to the grocery store. I know many of us right now that's all we're doing is going to the grocery store, maybe going to the post office, maybe going through the bank drive-through. But in any case, this is a relevant look 365 days a year. If you are a professional woman that gets dressed all the time, whether you're doing Zoom meetings or you're maybe leading workshops, or maybe you're speaking on a stage or you're presenting for a class, if you're a real estate agent and you're showing homes, for those of you who are professionals that work outside of the home, this is a really very well put together look that is distinctive and elegant. For those of you who don't work from or have any professionals or are maybe a little bit more relaxed with things. I'm a mother of three. Not only do I run Vintage Meet Modern, I also go to PTO meetings. I'm also in my local women's club. These are all things that are really easy to be able to dress up and dress down. And I've been talking about so much about the ability to be able to pick pieces that can mix and match. And that's the reason why I love being able to show you how easy it is to put all these pieces together, because you can wear them together, you can wear them separate, you can wear them apart. You're really maximizing not only what you have hanging in your closet, but you're maximizing your look using all kinds of beautiful accessories too. So the Emmons brooch is another great one. It looks really dynamic on its own. We've got a really pair of fabulous clip earrings that really complement the Lisner necklace, one of my favorites this week. But I love Lisner pieces in general, so that's kind of not a hard sell for me. And then we also have got some really awesome pieces that are also in those turquoise blue colors too. So again, another piece that is part of a book piece and a book collection. If you research, we've got an amazing clamper. This amazing piece is a vintage unsigned Weiss. Now, how do I know that this is a vintage unsigned Weiss? Because many, many moons ago, when I started doing this all the way back in 2009, one of the first pieces I ever took into the Vintage Meet Modern collection was a Lucite clamper bracelet, just like this from Weiss, and I had the matching earrings, and only the matching earrings were signed. This is a fantastic piece. It is a great example of the perfect lucite that you see. There are no scratches. There's no wear to it at all. And then it has got these alternating rows of light blue rhinestones in a smaller millimeter, and then another rhinestone row with the larger one. And this one is a hinged clamper. For those of you who have a smaller wrist, this is a smaller bangle. This fits a 6-inch to a 6.5-inch wrist most comfortably. But this one is definitely one of those most fabulous finds. It's a rare piece. It's in great condition. It's very easy to wear with other pieces. I talk frequently about women who really inspire us with their jewelry collection. I know all of you inspire me, but for those of you who love the looks of like Iris Apfel, this is one of those pieces that you just absolutely must have. And for those of you who really like collecting vintage jewelry, this is another really fun style from the 1950s. It is just one of those iconic retro styles that were very popular back then, but they're really never go out of style. I mean, everything that we ever take into the Vintage Meet Modern collection has to be wearable today. It has to be relevant to what you're wearing, and it helps to help you look and feel your best. So this is a really great one. This is a rare find. It's in excellent condition. So it's definitely one of my top favorite pieces that we have this evening. Okay, up next, speaking of another collectible designer, so the more luxurious name that is associated with coral is Vendme. And so we have got a very lovely milk glass necklace. This is vintage Vendme, and this features a faceted milk glass bead with a lucite bead with a white findings complementing it. Now, I love this one because it looks obviously amazing with black, but I wanted to show you, for those of you who don't necessarily think of mixing white on white, this is such a fun piece. So this is the double strand necklace from Vendme. Vendme was associated with the Coral Company, and I like this because it's got the accent of the gold, and it also has got that chunky finish to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Emmons brooch off, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to be able to wear this lovely milk glass necklace. Now, I like the milk glass because not only can you wear it with colors like I have, which are neutrals, but it's a really fun to be able to wear with bright pops of colors too. Like this is one of those blouses that I have from Shop Buru, which is another fun one. So you can see how easy it is to be able to wear this with whatever kind of bright colors you have as well. And many of us are wearing bright florals and bright patterns right now just because we're in our spring season. So this, though, has got a very elegant, polished feel to it, though. It's a nice thing to be able to wear that's different than your traditional pearls. And for those of you who don't necessarily gravitate towards the colored pieces, this is another great neutral. I like this one because it lays very nicely and it also feels very good against the skin. The pieces that I suggest to go with it, since we're talking about building sets and having things be very decadent together, are I really love this vintage Crown Trifari brooch. So this is a signed vintage Crown Trifari. It's a mid-century modern white enamel with gold accents. And really tonight, I'm really going for that easy, elegant, polished feeling of being monochromatic or tone on tone. So you're seeing me actually wear a lot of pieces that are white. Let me reposition this on my sweater because this is such a pretty brooch. It just needs to go up a little higher. That's actually why I love cowl necks, because you have extra fabric to play with to anchor your brooches. Thank you, Elaine. So yeah, so you can see how easy it is to be able to put the white against the white. And this is actually a winter white style too that I would wear. I wouldn't shy away from wearing this 365 days a year. I just think that we all gravitate more towards wearing black with white, or we just gravitate towards wearing black more as a neutral. But it's time to kind of, as we move into the spring season and we're already getting ready for our April showers equal May flowers, that many of us will be trying to incorporate more bright florals, more pastels, or wearing more creams and grays as a neutral in place of our black. So I love the Vendme necklace. I love being able to put it with the Crown Trifari brooch. And I love that the same kind of design that you see that's mimicked in the necklace is actually very similar to the Crown Trifari brooch and the matching earrings. So again, this is another way to really easily be able to pull the whole look together. And if you're not a necklace fan, I'll show you in just a minute when I take the necklace off. It's really easy to still be able to wear the brooch without the necklace. So the earrings are very, very pretty, very easy to be able to bring the whole look together. You can see we've got the brooch here, and you can wear all three pieces and have it be a very dynamic standout look. And again, this is something that you don't have to feel that you're overdressed wearing. All of the pieces complement and go with each other just perfectly. Now, before I go ahead and I take the necklace off, if you want something that is a little bit more fun and then a little bit brighter if you wouldn't wear all the whites on white. We also have a very pretty pair of Venetian glass earrings that complement the milk glass that you see in this necklace as well. So if you're looking to add a little something springy, these sweet little Venetian milk glass earrings, sort of in the wedding cake bead style, are a milk glass. They have a gold glitter. Yeah, looking at wearing it with tangerine would be incredible. So, and everybody knows I have like a mandarin colored sweater from J. Crew that I wear a lot of white and I wear a lot of jet with. And I actually even wear a lot of royal blue with it. And when you put either the bright white or you put the classic black with it, it really makes it pop. So, but for those of you who are looking to add just a little bit of color, this is a really great earring with a hint of color that can go either alone and go with your classic whites and your classic florals, or if you're looking for something a little different to match up with the necklace, this is another great example of what to wear as well. So I like this. I like the Vendme pieces. Vendme is a nice high quality company. Very easy to be able to wear. Ms. Leanne is on here. She said, yes, wear all the pink. If you saw me, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I had on pink pants from Armoire. So I do love a good pink. So you can see the brooch also is really great on its own. And it looks really nice also. If you want to be able to wear the brooch, we'll switch to some black and white things, like I said, now too. This is a vintage pair of Les Bernard earrings, another designer who was very well known in the 1950s. And these are a nice, big, huge black and white statement earrings. And this is another fun one to be able to mix with your traditional mid-century modern pieces, as well as with your traditional classic white pieces. So if you like being able to wear a brooch, but you don't want the matching earrings, but you like the classic black and white, this is a super fun one to be able to wear with this vintage crown Shikari brooch too. Or we have got an awesome, a triple strand. We have a fun triple strand necklace. This is another one of my favorites this week because, like I said, I always like necklaces that make a big statement, but are lightweight. So this is a vintage made in Hong Kong triple strand necklace that features the black and white beads with some gold beading in it. And this is another one that's a great one to kind of fill the neckline too. Again, I'm trying to pick pieces that this evening you can either wear with a classic V-neck, or you can wear with kind of any kind of sort of color of the rainbow. And as you can see, this is another one that's so easy to create a very dynamic, very sophisticated look without it being too overdone. So I've got the classic 1970s earrings from Les Bernard on. I've got the triple strand on, and I've got the vintage crown Shikari. You can do all of these pieces together, or you can mix and match any of those classic pieces that I was showing you earlier. Any of those classic pieces, like if this earring is too much, you could also do the vintage crown Shikari earring it too. The necklace and earrings look amazing with the sweater. This sweater is Anthropologie, and I like it because it is quite honestly a tiny bit tent-like. It has got a little bit of a ruffle down at the bottom, so you can wear it with leggings because it's a little bit longer. So as you know, right now, many of us are dressing a little bit more casually, but the cowl neck gives it more of a dressy feel. So I still feel very put together whenever I put it on. I also really like cowl necks because cowl necks give you the ability to be able to wear more brooches, especially when you've got the thicker fabric to pin it to. So this one kind of hits all of the important notes of being able to wear something that is both comfortable and chic at the same time. And we did a blog post a couple of weeks ago, basically how to dress up your casual wear, since I know more people are dressing down. And one of the tips that we gave you is that if you're wearing boxier, bigger things, don't be afraid to put boxier or bigger jewelry with it. So that's why it's really easy from a stylist perspective to rock a bigger, boxier sweater with a triple strand necklace. So, but thank you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the compliment. I do love the necklace, and I think it's really easy to wear with the earrings, but you can also just wear it with some tiny little gold pieces. I feel like, oh, there it is. I see it. Yep, go big or go home. Exactly. We're here to make a statement. You're gonna love what I have coming up then. All right, so this is another great piece, really easy to be able to wear. It's a fun one to fill the neckline, and you can obviously be able to wear it with basically all of your classics. This is another fun one to be able to wear with a jean shirt too. The black and the white looks super fun with the blue. And this is also one that is very forgiving in terms of length. So it's another one that's really easy to be able to wear at different lengths. And it also has got a bit of adjuster on it also. So it goes very easily from a 14-inch to almost a 17-inch. Now it's time for me to talk about a piece that I cannot believe we still have here. So this one, there's two pieces that I'm just shocked. So this is the pressed molded thermosset with the leaves, with the faux pearls and the rhinestones. I do believe that this is a listener piece too. Listener or Coro did not sign all of their pieces, but this is that green necklace that has the leaves on it, and it's got the faux pearls and the rhinestones too. And as you can see, again, this necklace is so forgiving. Usually we get these necklaces and they're like 15 inches long. This one is a 17.5-inch long. It's got the addition of the pearls, so you can easily be able to wear a pearl stud earring with it. Or I like that we have got a pair of glitter lucite in the green with a little bit of like the lucite and the glitter is floating in it. And I like that that mimics the same kind of colors that you see in the green and the gold. This is, again, another really easy way to be able to take just a very simple sweater, a cream, maybe a cashmere V-neck that you have. You could even do this the way that I have if you've just got like a pashmina or a wrap in a cream color. The cowl neck makes it very easy to be able to wear a necklace, but this is a look that you could even create even if you just had a V-neck or a scoop neck. You don't have to be limited also to wearing a knit. This could also be with a just a simple t-shirt, lots of different things that you could be able to do. So this one features the gold and the pale gold tone. It has got the pearlized finish in it with the rhinestones and the faux pearls. And then this one has got the glitter earrings that are with it. And it has just a nice hint of the gold, as you can see with the green. Super fun. And it goes so pretty with this necklace. And this necklace has such a pretty luminescence to it because the little thermoset leaves that you see, they actually have a pearlized finish on them. So the pearlized finish makes them really, really pretty. And as you can see, it kind of gives it just a little bit of sparkle, even though it has the rhinestones with it. But the leaves themselves have a nice shimmer, sort of pearlized finish to them also. So this is definitely one of those ones that's perfect to wear year round. A lot of people said they could see it being worn in fall as well, but this also is a very pretty green, and green is a sign of renewal. So green is perfect to wear all year long. I also recently did a blog post. If you ever pop on over to Vintage Meet Modern and you see I do a lot of vlogging and a lot of videos over there as well. And I was saying that green is another really good color for people when they want to add color to their look, or if they want to purchase some form of a colored accessory related to vintage jewelry. And the reason being is because green has a very wide spectrum in the shades that it comes in. It's also a color that's really easily found in nature. And so that makes it also very easy to find complementary shades that go with everything. So this is the type of green with it having a bit of a pearlization that if you tend to wear more cool greens, you can still mix it with those. If you wear it more with true greens, it still is a very true green. And if you wear it with more warm tone greens like your olives or your sages, you can definitely be able to enjoy and wear this one with a lot of different pieces that you have as well. It is really one of the perfect greens. So I do like this one. It's another one that, like I said, I love that it's really forgiving. Thank you, Michelle. I'm glad you love the blog. So we have a lot of fun, and we really enjoy being able to put all kinds of quality content out there for you too. It's like one of my big missions in life is to be able to share all the little gems of knowledge and wisdom that I have picked up along the way. So speaking of that, let's take an intermission for just a minute before we move on here. Speaking of blogs, I am very proud that today, if you have been hanging out over at Vintage Meet Modern at all, you know that today is our last day to sign up for our giveaway with Armoire. And also, I was just featured on their curated column today, which is their blog over on Armoire, and I talked all about how to accessorize with vintage jewelry, but it's not just limited to vintage jewelry either. And I talk all about my ABC method, which is that accessories are always the answer. Yesterday, I gave a style chat about there being 5 things that you can do to bust the wardrobe blues, and that was one of my tips. Another thing that I have always said, that A is for accessories, B is they're better together. So you might be hearing me say this evening about how that it's really fun to be able to build a collection where all the pieces kind of play well together. And then the next is that we want you to have a curated, collected, and comfortable collection, because we want you to be able to easily access your accessories and add them to your look for that distinctive touch. So if you want to read more about this, I will have Leanne or Miss Caitlin put that in the chat. And then don't forget, if you haven't clicked on our giveaway yet to be able to work with them, getting a 1-month capsule and a $100 gift card from VMM, tonight is your last night to do so, because we are going to be pulling the winner tomorrow. So those of you who have not entered the giveaway yet, it is your last chance. And for those of you who want to get more of my style tips from a fashion perspective and not just about jewelry, head on over to their blog at some point and find out. Yes, I can't wait to find out who wins the giveaway too. I wish it was me. I always talk about that. I wish it was me, or I wish it was somebody. But, you know, I'm very lucky. And I'm very lucky also to say that, you know, I love supporting other women-owned companies. So they've been very supportive of us. They make my life getting dressed as a busy professional easier. And I love that their pieces go so nicely with pieces from my own jewelry collection and pieces that we pick up here at VMM. So next up, we are going to talk, we're back to jewelry now. We're going to talk about this little mid-century modern brooch that I have on that has got the black and the gray to it. It's got the gray undertones. This one has got a green stem, and then it's got the darker gray with the graphite color, and then it's got the lighter gray that's on the inside of it. And it's another one that goes really nice with the earrings that I mentioned and showed you earlier. So I do like that this one's got a couple really great things going for it. So the first of which is it is a neutral color, and usually we find these big enamel flower brooches in the very bright colors, like your traditional daisies and your traditional blues and hot pinks and things like that, or even the pastel colors in the pinks and the peaches. So this one's nice because it's got a neutral color to it. As I showed you earlier, I actually have that blouse that's from Shop Buru. And as you can see, this actually has some gray that's running through it. And this is another fun one to be able to see that you can still wear a bright color that's got a little bit of neutrals running through it and be able to put them all together. So this is a nice size piece. It's a great size brooch. It's got some variations on the classic gray with that real bright pop of green. Goes very nice with the little thermoset lucite glitter earrings that I showed you. Nice pick to be able to pull that all together. But this is another great piece to be able to wear on your jean jacket. So if you have not had a chance to be able to add something to your spring coat or jacket, this is a really nice, big, fun one. And as you can see, it's a quite substantial piece, but it's lightweight also. Okay, we are beginning to wind down here. Speaking of another book piece we also have got a really cool set from Whiting & Davis. So this is that Victorian revival style of a morning jewelry that features the hematite. I don't know, for those of you who are familiar with art, this always reminds me of the convex mirrors that you used to see that have been reflected a lot in Northern Renaissance art. That's always what I see when I look at it. I love the hematite because it looks like it's a little antique mirror. And this one is set in this filigreed style frame with the cut work design. So this one is a Whiting & Davis one. I like this one because for those of you who have been asking for more silver, which we do get the requests for it, there's a little Whiting & Davis tag on the back of it. This is one of those silver style pieces, and it's just a really nice one to be able to wear. Make sure that I have it on the right side. It's time for me to get nervous here. Remember, I do have my true confessions of the things that make me nervous. And one of them is either getting something stuck in my hair or not being able to get it off. So as you can see, this is a longer style, a longer sized piece. You can see this hits me at 20 or 24 inch, which is much longer. It even goes over my cowl neck. And we also have got a sweet little pair of earrings that are the same pattern in the pendant that are available. And the earrings are signed Whiting and Davis as well. So for those of you who are looking for something that has got that sort of silvery, kind of romantic Gothic feel, Victorian revival style, these are an awesome pair of earrings. And then this is the matching pendant and necklace. So this is another fun one. This is also a book piece again. So this falls into that sort of collectible world. Remember, everything we're showing you is one of a kind, out of production vintage. So both of these are in excellent quality. They're comfortable, they're easy to wear, they're not too big, they're not too small. And the silver, of course, will go with everything. So another real fun piece that we have. And for those of you who like something that's a little more minimalist, this actually falls into the category of being a little more minimalist. So we've got a fun piece. Okay, I am going to show you some awesome moon glow pieces that we have now. Both of the moon glow necklaces sold, and so did the moon glow bracelets. But we do have an awesome moon glow brooch that is with the knotted lucite. Anytime we get the moon glow pieces and that they've got no flaws in them, no bubbles, anything like that, they're always very collectible and very easy to wear. The necklace sold yesterday from this piece, but we still have the matching brooch. And this is another one that's got a really cool color to it because the moon glow actually looks like it's blue when you put it with blue, and it looks like it's gray when you put it against neutrals. So it has also a real traditional knot style design, which makes it very easy to kind of wear with everything. It never dates itself. It always is going to be in style. And there is a lovely pair of matching moon glow earrings that are with the square shape on them. And these are a screw back. So these are really, and then these, again, these fall into that category of being really super lightweight. So very easy to be able to wear, be able to mix and match with other pieces. Had to check there which side I had already put them on. And the gray knot is really fun. So, you know, Richelieu and Lisner and Coral were really known for their moon glow pieces. These are another pair that are really easy. And as you can see, just depending on how they hit the light, they will look more silvery, they'll look more dark gray, they'll look more blue. Whatever you put them with, you'll be able to put them with and really have them kind of stand out. These have a cool undertone to them because of the gray and the blue, but they are a very nice size, very nice shape, and a traditional design. So super easy to be able to wear with everything. All of my vintage jewelry lovers, if you don't have some moon glow in your, you know, it's just one of those kind of timeless pieces. The other thing is they're very lightweight, so it's very easy to be able to wear them as well. All right. Next up, another Art Deco treasure. So we have got this blue Art Deco necklace that features the little bezel set crystals. And this one is super long. So for those of you who like those Downton Abbey styles, and the lovely Gina Middleton, who is in our private Facebook group, she had actually shown herself the other day, one of the benefits of being able to have a piece like this is that you can be able to wear this one as a lariat. So this is a great piece. It features the light blue color. You can wear this one as a lariat. It's super long. You can wear it doubled. You can wear it tripled. You can wear it with it real high against the knot at the top. But this is just one of those classic pieces, and it features those little bezel sets, and it's a super, super long one. It's also a very light blue, but the blue is got a little bit of a deeper tone to it. So it's not quite like a light blue topaz or an aqua. It's a little bit of a deeper blue. So this one is one of my favorite finds that we have. It's an It's in a true Art Deco era piece, real fun, real easy to wear, goes with other blue rhinestone jewelry, but you can also wear this one with silver too. This one does not have a shiny silver finish on it. It has more of a patina, but it has not got any oxidation or anything like that. And it does have all of the stones. It's a nice smaller millimeter, so it's not too much. This can also be worn in a very bohemian chic style too. So, and then as you can see with the mannequin behind me, you can also very lovely be able to put this with your taupes, your browns, be really great with orange, and this is even really pretty with a moss green. So another gorgeous piece, nice collectible piece, and lots of versatility in all the different ways that you would be able to wear it. So another really fun one. Okay, we've got time for 2 more pieces tonight. I'm so happy and I'm so thankful for all of you for tuning in. I love this piece. So this was the Make a Memory collection, and it was inspired by my own memories and my own love affair with jewelry, which obviously, if you have not read about it or been here for Facebook Lives, my grandmother was the one that inspired my love of vintage jewelry. I wore her pearls on all my special occasions, but she was also really into jewelry. And I had mentioned even in my blog post, when she passed away when I was in 8th grade, what I asked for was her pearls. But I didn't know until like almost decades later, like when I was in my 30s, that her actual collection of vintage jewelry actually still existed. And she had pieces from Kenneth J. Lane and Miriam Haskell, traditional Art Deco pieces that had even been passed down from her mother. So I remember her wearing those pieces, but I didn't know that they actually still existed. So it's been kind of fun because just like you, my collection is always growing. It always connects me to the special people that I love. I still wear my pearls all the time when I want to feel close to my grandmother. I know a lot of people have been saying that recently, that I've been wearing these pieces because I want to feel closer to someone. I think certainly in times of uncertainty, or when we're even getting ready to celebrate something big, many times we gravitate towards these pieces. So my mother carried Lily of the Valley in her wedding bouquet. It's one of her favorite flowers. She loves it as a scent. So anytime I see pieces with Lily of the Valleys or peacocks, she also collects peacocks, I always think of her. So we've got this awesome piece here. This is a piece of Limoges, not Lucite. This has got hand painted, and it has a Lily of the Valley floral scene that has been painted on it. And this one is nice because it can be worn as a long pendant. So it's 24 inches, which means similar to the way that I showed you that Whiting and Davis piece, it's going to hang at a longer length, as you can see. So it's got kind of a armoire sort of kind of a cameo style with it being a little bit longer, and you can see it's got very pretty coloring to it. And this is also a great piece because this piece can also be worn as a brooch. So I'm always really excited when we can find the pieces that are convertible and can be worn a couple different ways. It just ups the ability to be able to wear it. I like this one also because it's an oval, and a lot of times when I'm giving you brooch suggestions on how to wear them, frequently I'm telling you that I like being able to wear ovals and round brooches at the center because you can wear them medallion style instead of wearing them like a pendant. So here we go. I positioned this one in the center so that it'll be the focal point of what I'm wearing. Sorry if I'm going back and forth. The camera is always a reverse, unlike when you're looking at your iPhone. So I'm never knowing if when I'm moving something to the left or the right, if I'm moving it to the left or the right on camera. So this is the Lily of the Valley brooch, and it does have very beautiful coloring to it with the green, and then it's got the nice shadows. It's been a very nicely done painted piece. And you know, you can wear this one with a couple different pieces. So you can wear it with classic gold. You can wear it with a pair of classic green earrings. And I like actually the way that you can wear it with the moon glow, because the white that you see that is actually in the Limoges mimics the white moon glow that you see in the little triple earrings that we have. So this is kind of a fun way to sort of bring everything all together. So it's been fun. So I hope you have enjoyed things this evening. This collection was a huge hit. The Make a Memory collection, we started out with 50 pieces and we sold out very quickly, more than half of the collection in an hour, which is not unheard of here at Vintage Meet Modern. I know lots of people love the fact that all of the pieces that we have are authentic, out of production vintage. But I do want you to know everything we're showing you here tonight. I know, don't these look pretty together? It's like they're meant to be. You get the same glow that you get in the white with the Limoges and the porcelain. These little moon glow earrings are just so gorgeous. They, again, have just such a nice, just luminescence. It really is. It's like when you look up at the sky and you see that silvery moon. In fact, Michael read a story today for school, for e-learning, that was Kitten's first full moon. And it was about, we did two things today. We did for science. It was about a chick that thought the clouds looked like different things. And then it was about a kitten that stared up at the moon for his English class, that had all of these like little interesting things and observations about the way that the moon looked at him. So it was sweet. That's my Mr. Michael story for the day. So we did do some e-learning here. Now we're playing with some jewelry. I really like the moon glow with the white, and I really like the Lily of the Valley because I think so many people have got, yes, thank you, Rhonda. I think this was an unbelievable collection too. You picked up some of my favorite pieces, so and you picked up some of Ms. Leanne's favorites too. So we're really excited, and there are still a lot of really beautiful pieces though that are left. There's lots of pieces up for adoption. They need to go to new homes, and I'm happy to see that when you can all wear them and look and feel your best too. So that's it. We have got a lot of incredible pieces that are still up on the website. You can really easily be able to take a look at all of them. I know Ms. Leanne has been dropping links here, but if you do go to the Vintage Meet Modern website, I will show you. All of these pieces are part of the Make a Memory collection, which is right here. And all of the pieces that I showed tonight are available that are on there. We've got that vintage crown Shikari set, those pearls that I spoke about at the very beginning of the evening. There's that smashing, gorgeous Lily of the Valley brooch / pendant. The double strand with the Lisner, some great colors, that Lucite clamper. Oh, I didn't show those little cat's eye ones, but we've got a great pair of little cat's eye, sterling silver made in Mexico. And then we've got those really great Whiting and Davis pieces that are super fun too. So there's lots of fun pieces for you to choose from this week, and all the pieces that I'm really super excited. Hey, Sue, how are you? I was glad to see that you had said something about your podcast. Sue's got a great podcast. I actually was on her podcast. So if you're looking for something to listen to, I actually talked about doing Facebook Live on her podcast. So that's a really fun. I'm really glad we were able to have Sue join us, and Anne and Rhonda and Katie and Michelle and all of you ladies. Remember, it really truly is about helping you look and feel your best. So remember, it's so easy to be able to wear even with your most comfy and casual clothes. I tried to do a really good job of showing you how easy it is to mix even your classic vintage pieces with all of your modern styles, because whether you're dressing up or you're dressing down, the accessories really are the crown jewel of helping you finish your look. And I'm very proud, I'm very excited to be able to pick pieces that are all one of a kind out of production, that are all going to be truly unique to you. Every single piece of it really is a celebration of style. So it is wrapping up here at Vintage Meet Modern. We are excited, yay, to have everybody join us again for another Jewelry Party Wednesday. I hope you learned something. If you are joining us now, do not forget to tune in at the very beginning, because I talked all about what a book piece was. You can still buy the workshop that we have also up on our website. So I talked all about this brooch, which I do want to see this brooch go to a new home, because there are at least 3 pairs of earrings to wear it. And as you saw, it was really easy for me to be able to wear with my sweater too. So lots of fun pieces. If you have any questions about how to wear them, do not hesitate to do that. Otherwise, I am going to be back here again on Friday. We'll have a virtual happy hour. I will be announcing the winner of our April is for Accessories Challenge. For those of you, we had an amazing group, and I mean truly an awesome group of women who shared pictures of themselves wearing accessories every day. And it was not just vintage accessories. We had people talking all about collections that they inherited. They showed pieces that were their favorite handbags, their favorite scarves. We just talked about accessories, accessories, accessories. Because as I said, when I'm talking about like my 5 tips to really bust those, you know, boredom and the blahs when it comes to your wardrobes, I'm always telling people one of the best and most inexpensive, but also most time efficient ways to help you look and feel your best is through the accessories. So April was dedicated all to the accessories, but in true vintage meet modern fashion, don't worry, I've got another fun challenge coming up for May. And I just can't believe that that's like 2 days away. So tonight we're wrapping up. We've got the Armoire giveaway that closes tonight. We'll be announcing the winner for that tomorrow. All of the pieces that you saw this evening during Jewelry Party Wednesday are available up on the website. We'd love for you to pick something up and add it to your jewelry box and your look. So thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out and being here. It is always a blast to be with all of you. So all of you have a fantastic evening, and remember, take time to celebrate your inner sparkle so you can truly let your personal style shine. Because I know that the world truly is a more beautiful place because you are in it, and we need more of you. So with that being said, happy Jewelry Party Wednesday. I'm signing off, but I will see you all again real soon.